everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is another story time about the pool house. This is actually one of my experiences that I've had. This is not one of, but like the most scariest thing that I have experienced, and I just don't like talking about it, but I'm gonna do it for you guys because when I do talk about it, I feel like I just bring negative to the house. Like I start dreaming some creepy ass shit, or maybe my mind is just playing mind tricks on me and I'm thinking I'm seeing shit. But anyways, I'm gonna tell it. Hopefully it's the last time I have to talk about it. So let everybody know what I see and hear and what I've heard in the past. But anyways, so this story is about like way before my parents, well, way before my stepmom was in the picture. This is the time when my mom and my dad, they decided to break up, split, divorce, all that bad stuff. It was just all negative energy all over the house all the time. And this time, it was the day that my grandma decided to come stay with us. Yes, my grandma, the one that is badass and not scared of anything. But her, she decided to come stay with us to take care of us because my dad was working night shifts and we were like, me and my sister were there by ourselves, like all day, every day. So that first night that my grandma decided to move in, she came and she stayed with her boyfriend in what was the big living room. And she brought my cousin over, and since her and my sister were like the same age, I let her crash in what was my room with my sister. We took over the bedroom where the guy hung himself in the bathroom. So the master bedroom, we were sharing that room. And my dad's room was where the lady passed away with her baby. And I was just staying in. I just like stayed that night. What was my brother's room? There was like a fucking scary ass attic. Like they had no fucking door. Like you can see up in the attic. It was just creepy as fuck. So I didn't like that room, but I was like, I'm just gonna let them be them, and I was gonna go stay in that room. So I stayed there, and it was like 2:33, and I wake up to my dog like barking hysterically. My dog, where his play area, well, not his, her name was Honey. She had this play area, and it was like right by my room, so I can hear her barking like if it was like in the room. So okay, I don't like this part. But anyways, I heard her barking like a lot, and I woke up to her barks, and I was like, what the fuck, like, is she okay? So then I hear this, and then more and more, and it was just over and over and over with that scratching noise, and it was like scratching my dad's door. Yes, my dad's door. I was like, why the hell does this shit have to scare me? Like, I was the most scaredy cat of the house. Like, I'm the one that saw most of the things. I'm the one that sensed most of the things. I've heard things. My sister, not really, because she was very like wanted to see the things. Like, she would like speak out to it. She would be like, I know you're in the dark somewhere. Like, I want to see what you are. Like, come out. Like, she was not scared. Like, she wanted to see something. So like, I don't think like that thing wanted to fuck with her. It wanted to fuck with me because I was more like, fear. Like I had a lot of fear towards it. So like they feed off of that. But anyways, I heard the scratching, and automatically my body went cold. Like my body is like so cold, I'm sweating. Like like in 5 minutes I was like drenched in sweat, and plus I was under the covers because my door was open like this much, and it had like the light on from the hallway, and I was terrified to look towards the door because I was like, some shit's gonna be standing there staring into the fucking room, or like maybe I got out. I don't know what it was, but this went on for like 15 minutes straight. The scratching, it would not stop. It would just get faster, slower, faster and slower, like louder and like not that loud. It would just be like, you know And at this point, I couldn't speak. I mean, I didn't have sleep paralysis. I know what that sleep paralysis feels like, so I know it wasn't that. And I had my phone. I had like a little flip phone, like the first Samsung phones that came out. I just like flipped it open and I called my dad and I'm like crying. I'm like, Dad, please come get me. I'm scared. Like there's something in your room. Like it's scratching. It's trying to come out. And he was just like, oh, yeah. Just ignore it. I hear it all the time too. I was like, and you sleep in that room by yourself? He's like, oh yeah, and I hear breathing in my ear too. And I was just like, oh my gosh, why are you telling me this when I'm fucking freaked out? Like now something's gonna breathe in my ear? Like really? He was like, just have a good night and pray and call your grandma. She's down the hall, like, you know? Okay, bye. I'm crying over here, hysterical. I couldn't yell. I couldn't talk loud. I was actually whispering to my dad in the phone. Like I couldn't speak loud because I felt like if I spoke loud, it was gonna notice that I was awake, and it was gonna come in like cover my mouth. So that's what I felt. So at the time we had, well, not me, my sister had like this pink Hello Kitty boombox, and it was like right above like where the headboard was where I was sleeping. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I remember I just stuck my finger out, push play on that shit, and put it on blast. And I covered my head, and I was like into a little freaking ball. And I was like, I hope someone hears this. I'm so scared. And I was thinking this thing is gonna come attack me because I'm making so much fucking noise. Like I was just thinking so much stuff. It was not even funny. My sister comes into the room, turns on the lights, and she's like, what the fuck is your problem? You're so disrespectful. You and your fucking music, like, all the fucking time. Like, this isn't the time to be listening to your stupid ass Rakim and Ken Y. I was listening to Rakim and Ken Y. Like, I don't know why I pushed play and this bitch song came on where it's, like, spooky ass piano music playing first. But anyways, that shit's spooky. Like, the song, the way it started, it was creepy. But anyway, she was, like, yelling at me. Then she noticed I was, like, under the cupboards. And she, like, uncovers me still pissed off. She was like, what the fuck? She saw my face that I was like red, I was crying, I was sweating, I was drenched in sweat, and she goes, oh my God, if you saw something or you heard something, I don't want to know. Not right now. I want to sleep comfortably. Let's just go to my room. Okay, so I just went. Like obviously like the scratching at that point stopped. She walked me to the room, and like we went to sleep, you know. I was actually scared to sleep with my sister. I'll tell you why in the next video. But yes. We slept there, and my grandma, like the next day, I told them what happened, her, my cousin, and my sister, and I told them everything. And then my grandma was like, oh, I'm gonna go in there and sage the whole room. But anyways, yeah, that was my story, my paranormal experience for that day. It was just horrible, like, and I mean, I've had a bazillion other not stories, like other shit that happened to me there. Like, I can't, this is too much for a child to bear. Like, and for people that don't believe in this shit, it's fine, you don't have to believe it. But the people that do believe this, you know what I'm talking about. This isn't shit to play with. It's not even funny. Like, they say, oh, like, if you get sleep paralysis and you feel like something's on you, like, cuss it out. Don't cuss that shit out, because you don't know what you're dealing with. Like, pray to Jesus, you know? Like, I don't know. That's what my grandma taught us to do. She's like, cuss it out. Fucking tell it to leave. But I was just like, oh, no, I'll pray to Jesus, because I want that shit to be gone, not to get more mad and attack me more. But anyways, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching. Bye. I'm deep out the truth. A to the L I Y A H. I'm deep out the truth.